Cowboys. AP Tone is here. And joining us live, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who's a three-time NLL champ, a one-time PLL champ. He's obviously the reigning champion with the Buffalo Bandits in the NLL. He also plays for the Chaos Lacrosse Club in the PLL. Ladies and gentlemen, the human highlight reel, Chase Frazier.
Yeah, Chase!
Yeah, Chase, we did it! Yeah, we did it!
Let's go.
Woo! Is there a cup in the top of that? Are we drinking out of that thing, or are we just holding it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big cup. It gets filled up. Our rally's tomorrow. So we got the whole city of Buffalo coming out to the Alumni Plaza out front of KeyBank Center, and we're gonna get after one again.
Okay, so have you guys won? I should have done more research. Congrats on being the NLL champs. It's been fun to watch the Buffalo Bandits do their thing. You already know Dion Dawkins in his videos led us to the environment. I think seeing your highlights has obviously been spectacular. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the Buffalo Bandits fan base, rabid. Is it like that in the entire NLL? I'm just learning of the NLL right now, Chase, through you. I want to let you know that.
Awesome. Glad I could bring some light to the NLL for you, because it's great action, great sport. But as in for fans, there's really no place like Buffalo. It's like Bandit Land. There are some places. Colorado gets a good number. Calgary gets good numbers. But for the environment and what it is, it's Buffalo and Bandit Land's the place to go. I think like it was our average this year was 17,000. I think on average, said 5 or 6 sellouts, which is 19,000 in 70s, and it's an incredible place, man. The people are just so passionate about the sports and about our team, and it's an incredible thing to be a part of.
17,000 average is nothing to sneeze. That's gigantic. That's huge numbers. Congrats to you and Bandit Land for putting on for the NLL champions. How many games in a season? Because I just saw the tail end here with you just doing your shit. And you do that every game? Tell me about... You're a human highlight reel. I mean, every goal that I saw, the first one was so filthy.
Yeah.
I sent it over to Connor. I was like, what is this? What am I watching here? Box across, whatever thing. And then 2 days later, you pop up again. Then again, it just felt like we were seeing you every day of my life doing something so filthy, so sick. Was this the first one? I don't remember if this is the first one or the most recent.
Yeah, that was the first one this year. But to answer your first, there's 18 games in a season, just like an NFL schedule, and then you go to playoffs, which is first round single elimination, second round 3-game series, and so is the finals. But yeah, that was the first one this year. But it's just part of my game. I love it. I love just being creative, throwing cool stuff that no one else really kind of does, and kind of grew up with that knowledge of your stick has eyes, and there's a lot of different angles that you can see. And with these goalies being so big as what they are, and the nets being small, is that you got to find different ways to score. And at the level that we play at, it's sometimes you got to be stupid creative and pull off some stuff like that makes myself shake my head sometimes.
Okay, so you don't think they're all going in either as you're letting it out of your stick. I respect and appreciate that. So when you go...
full honesty, no.
yeah, transparency, we're hoping. We're certainly hoping it's going in.
Yeah.
That area with Timmy Hortons there, nice double-double. You're not allowed to step in there ever. The goalie has the crease. You're not allowed to touch it, even post-throw?
So once I take off, the ball has to cross the line before I land into the crease. But once the ball breaks the goal line and goes in the net, you can land and be in the crease.
Net much smaller in this, right, than the PLO?
Yeah, so the PLL is 6x6, big nets. Creases, I'm assuming, are the same size. But yeah, it's a bigger field, 6-on-6. Defenders got 6-foot poles, and with this is just men just beating the living bricks out of each other for fun.
Yeah, is that what the NLL is? That's what I've kind of learned. The NLL seems to be much more physical because it's much more compact. Is that an accurate depiction of the differences between the two games?
Oh, absolutely. There's straight up fights, like hockey fights. The guys square up and throw hands, and it's like street fights. It's kind of, gloves come off. I don't know if you guys saw the one that, I'm sorry to do this to my teammate, but at the beginning of the year, we had he was the one who got knocked out in one of the big games.
Yeah, I think we saw that.
Yeah, in that. And I was the guy who actually got laid out that started that whole kind of thing, and he stood up for me. I love Belter. He's a buddy of mine and a real good friend, and feel sorry, but sorry to bring it up. But yeah, that's part of what it's all about.
Hey, Bellator, I know we're celebrating a championship here, but we do have to go back in time to showcase the sport here. For the betterment of the sport, there are knockouts that are possible. I fell in love with the NLL. I think that is my brand of lacrosse. It seems to be much faster. And if you're just going to keep doing your shit, I think I will obviously continue. 17,000 average, AJ. Go ahead, on you.
That's awesome. Chase, so with all this, how creative you are around the net, with this behind the back, through the legs, all this stuff, I guess, was there ever a point in your career where you were a young kid or whatever, where you were attempting these shots and they weren't going in, your coaches were getting super pissed and tell you not to do this anymore? Because I just feel like you have to be ultra confident to try this every time.
Absolutely. Like growing up as a kid, I was always having that, let's just say, ADHD out the ass. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'd pick the ball up as the coach was talking and just be like doing one-handed stuff with it, just throwing it behind my back. And half the time I'd usually hit my coach or hit somebody. But I started at a young age and spent a lot of time in the backyard with my brothers playing, doing that too. So it was I was practicing. And then in games, definitely we get yelled at for pulling it off, especially in high school. And then in college, I ended up having the same coach as I did in high school for my senior year, and he gave me a lot of free rein with it. And then, but the coaches I've had, sometimes they understand me. Like JT, he gets me. He understands the creativity and how my brain just kind of works a little bit differently than your average kind of athlete, and just gives me the reins and just tells me to shoot my shot, just be myself, which is awesome.
It feels like it works out. I think you should continue to shoot your shot for the good of the game, because we're enjoying the hell out of all of it. Now, you talk about coaches getting you. There's a chance you might be on a new team. You're Canadian, I do believe. You're Canadian?
Yeah, I'm from Western Canada, Langley, just a small town outside of Vancouver there.
Oh, over there in Vancouver.
Great place.
Yeah, right
Great
by Victoria.
place.
Yeah, we know
Just
Victoria.
across the water, brother.
We have some friends over there in Saskatoon as well. Saskatoon, yeah, Victoria, yeah.
Medicine Hat.
Yeah, we know the area pretty well
Couple
over there.
Calgary
yeah, we understand what's going on over there. But that comes to there's about to be a pretty big international event that the world will be talking about. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, there is, Chase. I just assume you're going to be on the Canadian team for the Olympics for lacrosse. I don't know how those tryouts or whatever work out, but you play in NLL and PLL. Do you have an advantage since it's going to be kind of a combination of both? And are you pumped to win silver in the Olympics?
Maybe even bronze. Bronze would be good too. Bronze would be good too.
Speed and
It's
stuff.
that Sixers event, and if I get selected for that team, it would be an absolute honor, because like that whole creativity with how fast that game goes would really be an advantage to my game, and would be able to help Team Canada win that gold. I did 3 years in the PLL. No longer play in the PLL. I played just summer ball here for the Allegheny Arrows as a senior B team out on the reservation down here in Buffalo here. And but advantage, yeah, absolutely. I think Canadian guys got a way bigger advantage for going from box into that field sixes type, because it's the box kind of atmosphere with the speed of box, but bigger nets, so every guy can throw some crazy stuff and do that. And Canada's just full of a bunch of ballers, so.
Okay, yeah, so is America. Let's
not about ballers.
Yeah, so the Cursed family is obviously Cursed family is ready to do their thing. You talked about being on the reservation there. What's the name of the tribe there?
Allegheny Reservation. That's where I played for.
What's the casino up there in that area?
Seneca One. I was actually dinner there last night at the Seneca Creek Casino here.
Yeah.
They take good care of us.
Yeah, okay, so I've been there. Yeah, you and I have eaten in the same world, brother, up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the natives great at lacrosse, right? Kind of their sport.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the native. That's where the game came from. It's the medicine game from them. They gave it to us.
And they're doing one hand. They're doing the shit you're doing, right? They're like,
just Google Lyle Thompson and some of those guys, and even one of our teammates, Dale Gananakoke. He's nasty. He's got those silky mitts that just. Some of those things that inspire me, with just their creativity, which is you just build on it. It's an amazing sport, and every player has their own kind of twist on it, which is amazing.
Because I've been told for the Olympics that the native team, if they are allowed into going to be very good.
Yeah, they'll win.
They will be probably the team that wins. Then
Their
obviously,
game.
yeah, it's their game. Yeah, exactly. But they have to petition, I think, to have a team in the Olympics.
Yep.
I think for the good of the Olympics, they should allow that.
Yeah, the
Like,
IOC usually makes the right choice too.
yeah, that's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of their thing. You agree, Chase? Obviously, you agree.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Then the United States team, problematic.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah.
rough. And then that Canadian team right there, I think like 4th or 3rd, they have a chance.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe really getting in there.
Japan's got
I think the, like
players
the
too.
last sixes event that like the World Qualifying Games, Canada won gold, and I think it was a 10 to 12 goal differential. By the way,
Oh, and the who cares
That's
games.
weird.
Yeah, we don't remember that.
Crazy.
Let's get back to lacrosse, shall we? Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Chase, you play in the PLL and NLO. Is that common? You know, we saw Pat Cavanaugh sign with the San Diego Seals this year. Is it normal to kind of do both? You also mentioned that other team you played for in Allegheny. Is that kind of the season, those three teams? And do you have beefs that kind of cross over? I know your Chaos coach, I'm not sure if he was your coach while you were there, is an absolute lunatic. So did
Andy
he kind of
Towers.
do the problems cross over between the two leagues? And do you tell guys in the PLL like, hey, when we get back to box, I'm gonna beat the brakes off you? I
like that.
Do that here.
I like that.
Yeah, so there was a little bit crossover within the couple of years. Like I was never able to make it to camp because we were in the finals and all that. So the crossover, but there's understanding with that. But like getting back into the box thing, yeah, there definitely is that. Like there's that thing going around being PLL tough because our Chaos team was full of a bunch of box guys and all that, and it's a different atmosphere. Yeah, they said that fighting was good, but if you took your helmet and gloves off at times, that there was a more disciplinary action to that. And with us, it in the box lifestyle, it's you kind of want to, you need to take your helmet and gloves off to settle it. So yeah, there was a couple instances with that, and our face-off guy Connor Farrell actually he played in the PLL as well against us, and he was playing for the Chrome at the time, and did a pretty greasy pick on one of our face-off guys. And ended up benches kind of got cleared, and Ian McKay on my team here, Dane Smith and Josh Byrne, we were all on that Chaos team, and ended up kind of getting into an altercation with him, like a massive line brawl with Connor Farrell, and it was just like, oh, you're PLL tough, like all that kind of stuff. But Farrell's, he's a monster. He's a wrestler. He's a big face-off guy. Now he's won the last 2 championships with us. It's just like yeah.
I like the pretty greasy move descriptor of something. I'm going to start using that as my own and give you no credit. I apologize. That's a pretty greasy move by old buddy. Everybody understands exactly what you meant there. And then you saying, oh, you're PLL tough. That sounds like that is certainly something that is said by the NLL boys, if I had to imagine. I want to let you know that for me, as I'll call myself a casual, I enjoy the sport of lacrosse. I'm never going to catch an entire season. I do apologize. That's 100% on me. It hasn't cracked into my life schedule. Maybe it will at some point, but at this exact moment, with everything else going on, I don't think I could be a committed every single game guy. But the NLL, what is the NLL on? What do we watch? How can I watch the NLL? Is it on ESPN?
ESPN, yeah, ESPN Plus. We get like good games will be on the ESPNU, ESPN2. The NLL Plus has its own platform now, so like, well, you can watch every game, and they'll do like highlights on it and stuff too. So there are streaming ways to get into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch. When's the season start?
So you just ended. First games usually the first week of December.
Okay, so that's right in the middle of like playoff push for us.
football
That's
season.
tough. That's gonna be tough, Chase. I'm gonna be honest. But if we could find it, we'll watch it, especially if you're playing. We appreciate you taking the time, and congratulations to you and the Bandits.
Thank you, guys. Repeat, baby.
The rallies. When's the rally? Today, you said?
Tomorrow afternoon at 5, or even at 5, and then the boys are all coming back down. Gonna get after it. Hop with some fire trucks. Get drove around town and celebrate with our fans.
Have some buffalo wings. Who's the best wing in town?
Go to Barbell. Barbell is where you gotta go.
What are you putting in top of that? Labatt's? Are we putting Labatt's in there, or what's going in?
Couple Molson triple
Labatt's.
X's.
This thing's seeing a lot of Labatt's this weekend, and it's gonna see a lot more Labatt's coming up.
Good luck to that trophy, and good luck to you. You're the man, ladies and gentlemen, Chase Frazier.
Yeah, Chase.
I like the moxie on him on the
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
Greasy move.
Pulled a greasy move off a face-off. We all knew exactly. I didn't know what he did, but it was certainly something with the stick to the face.
Tell you what, the NLL boys kind of give me indoor soccer vibes.
Arena boys.
Yeah,
Yep.
arena boys.
Yep.
Yeah.